Hi, my name is Krysta Dancy. You're here in my office in Roseville, California, where I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. And this is 2-Minute Therapy, where I give you some of the information I go over with my clients in office, but I do it in a 2-minute format because it's a little easier that way for you. Let's go ahead and start my time right now. Today, we're going to talk about how to help your loved ones through trauma. First, I want to discuss with you some of the ways that you can help them immediately following trauma. What events like September 11th have actually shown us is that people who you would expect to be traumatized actually fare pretty well if there are a few things in place. One of those things is we have an innate migratory instinct, which is another way of saying we want to move. We want to move physically away from the site of the trauma and physically into a sense of safety. So when trauma immediately occurs, the sooner we can begin to actually move under our own locomotion, getting up, moving into a safe space, and then finding those physically soothing experiences, that warm tea, that comfortable dry towel, being around, surrounded by loved ones in a home environment that feels safe and comfortable. Those are all things that help for us to begin the process of regulation and healing and starting to make sense of our experience. The second thing that's really important for people and they fare better in trauma is if they're able to connect to other people who've experienced the same. So trauma that we experience in isolation is actually much trickier to get over. If what we have gone through is something that's a common experience, for instance, the recent wildfires that I've talked about on the news in some of my other clips, those are great opportunities for us to actually connect to other people who are experiencing the same trauma. They can normalize and it can do a lot to make us feel less isolated. The third thing is in the long term, connecting in a safer, larger environment. So not just to those that have already experienced this trauma, but to our friends and family, to our loved ones, and then also to professionals as needed. How to know when you need to speak to a professional? Basically, anytime you feel like the trauma is not healing like you would like. Your intuition is probably right on. If you feel like it's persisting despite your best efforts, it's getting worse with time, or it's staying stagnant despite your attempts to heal, those are probably times to pull in from professional resources, in which case I recommend EMDR. I think it's the gold standard. I will leave a link below to give you a little bit more information about that. That's all the time that I have for today on how to help your loved ones with trauma. I really believe this is an important topic dear to my heart. The more healed and less traumatized we are walking around in this world, the better we are for everybody else. So if you did enjoy this, please like, comment, and share. Maybe it's helpful for somebody else. And keep what's helpful for you and discard the rest. I will catch you next time. Oh, and check out my other videos. I have some on the topic of trauma, and I will also leave those links below. Have a good one.